chase. The steamer Orego, which arrived at New York yesterday, when off Cape Lookout, gave chase to a blockade runner. But the latter escaped. Daily National Republican, August 28, 1863.
That which cannot cross dry land must be brought by sea, making the establishment of a naval blockade of southern ports a priority for the Lincoln administration at the outset of the war. Calling for a strict blockade of the seaboard, Winfield Scott devised his Anaconda Plan, using the Union Navy intended to slowly cut off the lifeblood of imported goods into the South. Gideon Welles, the Secretary of the Navy, was tasked with bringing this plan to fruition and set about purchasing just about anything that could float. His role in the strategy was derisively called the Connecticut Plan, as he hailed from that state. This flow of goods was met head-on by the patrolling U.S. Navy, but the successful voyages of these blockade runners highlighted the difficulty of the task and was a source of derision in the press. The importation of European goods was done on low-draft, sleek, and fast steam-powered ships. Serving not only to boost public morale within the Confederacy, the results were measurable. During the course of the entire war, which lasted 1,488 days, 1,300 attempts were made to breach the blockade. 1,000 made it through. The war could not have come at a better time in the dire circumstances of the British firm of Saul and Samuel Isaac. In 1858, they were unfairly banned from supplying the British Army. Left with few alternatives, the firing upon Fort Sumter came as a windfall to the beleaguered firm. Leaving nothing to chance, the Isaacs dispatched the eldest son, Henry, and brother-in-law Benjamin Hart to coordinate from a branch office that they located in Nassau, Bahamas. Facilitating the exchange of war material, the enterprising Isaacs purchased their own schooners. Seemingly throwing caution to the wind, they rechristened the vessels that could be traced right to their doorsteps. The Stephen Hart was named for Isaac's father-in-law, and the Harriet Pinckney was named for the wife of Confederate purchasing agent Caleb Hughes. While the Confederate merchant fleet was small, 90% of the incoming cargo was carried on vessels flying a foreign flag. Union agents stationed in London kept watchful eyes of cargo, as well as departure of suspected blockade runners, whenever possible supplementing their reports to the Union Navy with photographs or sketches of the vessels. This tactic did prove fruitful, as the Stephen Hart was captured. The ship was taken to the Brooklyn Navy Yard under guard of the U.S. Marshals, where it, as well as its contents, were auctioned off. Along with the tens of thousands of uniforms came bales of uniform cloth, which snuck past the Union Navy, arrived at southern ports, and ultimately the cutting table of the Confederate uniform establishment. Among the many items produced with English goods were these overcoats. The original is within the collection of the Texas Civil War Museum and is believed to have been produced by the firm of Saul, Isaac, and Campbell. This reproduction greatcoat was created from the ground up. The yarn was custom carded and then custom spun to be woven into 20-ounce, 100% wool kersey. The back belt draws in the fullness of the back and affords the wearer mobility. The athletic, or sports back, can be traced back to this feature of the greatcoat and has remained a standard feature of overcoats well into the mid-20th century. The roll-down cuffs afford protection for the hands in rough weather and function as mittens. Among the inventory of auction items from the captured Stephen Hart was white twilled wool flannel for lining overcoats. As with the body fabric, this is our own custom manufacture. This lining is hand-set and not free-floating like the Federal issue counterpart. Hand buttonholes in the typical off-white thread encountered in imported English goods. Extensive hand finishing as found on the extant original. Rolled edges and hand-felled facings match all aspects of the original. All seams are well pressed open, referred to as busted seams in modern parlance. Wear your history with pride.